You walk into a casino, lights flashing, the air thick with a heart-pounding vibe. The dealers flash charming smiles, drinks are on the house, and stacks of chips tower like small mountains. Everyone around you seems to be soaking up the thrill of the game. You tell yourself you're just here to play a couple of hands, test your luck, no big deal. But here's the truth. The moment you step into a casino, you've already fallen into a carefully crafted trap. A casino isn't a playground, it's a ruthless, bone-crunching machine, and you might just be the next fat sheep in their sights. I'm no gambling guru, but I've dug into the dark underbelly of this industry and seen too many people get bled dry. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain to show you how casinos systematically target your wallet. Casinos aren't run by a few slick dealers. They're backed by massive conglomerates with deep pockets and cutting-edge tech. Their tactics are far more sinister than you'd imagine. Think signing up for an account is just filling out a form? Wrong. From the second you enter your name and address, they're profiling you. They use algorithms to calculate your value. Not how much money you have, but how much profit you can generate for them. They dig into where you live, analyze your spending habits, and even track your online footprint to figure out if you're an easy mark. If their system tags you as too sharp, someone who might actually win, or not likely to lose everything, they might not even let you open an account. This isn't exaggeration. I heard about a friend who signed up for an online casino, lost a few small bets, then hit a decent win, only to have his account locked the next day for system-detected anomalies. He was furious but had nowhere to turn. That's their screening process. They only want prime customers who'll lose big. If you make it past that hurdle and start betting, the real trouble begins. Casinos watch you like a hawk eyeing its prey, tracking your every move. They have systems that analyze your betting patterns, log every win and loss, and dissect your strategy. If you're too smart, knowing when to walk away or when to double down, their alarms go off. Casinos despise players who can outsmart them, the ones who win by using their brains. They won't let you walk away with their profits easily. If their system flags you as a threat to their bottom line, your account might suddenly get frozen with excuses like terms of service violation or account irregularity. Sometimes they don't even bother giving a reason. I know a guy who played for years, using his own strategy to make modest gains, only to log in one day and find his account locked. Customer service coldly told him it was a system decision. The truth? Casinos don't welcome winners. On the flip side, if you're losing more than you're winning, congratulations, you're their VIP. They'll roll out the red carpet, free drinks, coupons, even a friendly customer service rep checking in on your gaming experience. These perks aren't out of kindness, they're bait to keep you spending. The whole setup is designed to make you lose willingly. The glitzy lights, booming sound effects, and strategically placed slot machines are all engineered to cloud your judgment, make you lose track of time, and forget reason. I've seen too many people start out just wanting a bit of fun, only to end up unable to pay rent. Casinos aren't afraid of you losing, because their entire system is built to ensure you do. This isn't a game they stumbled into. Casinos are backed by an entire industry of calculated manipulation, blending psychology, data analytics, and even AI, all honed to perfection. When you place a bet, you think you're testing your luck, but you're actually up against a system precise to the millisecond. The odds on slot machines, the rules at the tables, they're all meticulously calculated to guarantee the house always wins. Take roulette, it looks fair, right? But that zero slot is the casino's ace in the hole, ensuring your odds are always just a hair below what they should be. Over time, that tiny edge fills their coffers. And don't get me started on their psychological warfare. Casinos are designed to make you lose your sense of time. No windows, no clocks, just relentless bright lights and pulsing music. You sit down for a quick game, thinking it's been half an hour when it's actually dawn. Those free drinks? They're not free, they dull your judgment, making you more likely to bet impulsively. They'll even study your face to see if you're the type who gets carried away. If you are, they'll do everything to keep you at the table longer, betting more, until your wallet's empty. I had a friend named Amin, a regular office worker who liked playing online poker. He thought he was clever, studied some strategies, won a few small pots, and felt like he'd cracked the code. Then the casino started sending him coupons, free chips, and invites to VIP exclusive events. He thought his luck was turning, so he played harder. Within 6 months, he'd lost all his savings and maxed out his credit cards. He later realized those perks weren't rewards. They were bait to hook a fish who thought he was smart. Amin regrets it now, but the money's gone. Then there's their dynamic adjustment trick. You may not have heard of it, but it's their secret weapon. Essentially, their system tweaks game difficulty in real time based on your behavior. Playing a slot machine? The algorithm might adjust the odds based on your betting habits. You might win a few small payouts early on, feeling like you're on a roll, but the longer you play, the fewer wins you get until you've lost everything, including your initial stake. This is especially common in online casinos, where the software can control every outcome. You think you're battling luck, but the machine's already got you figured out. And those VIP programs and loyalty rewards? They sound great, don't they? Pure traps. They give you points, cashback, or fancy titles to make you feel like a big shot. But the real goal is to make you feel tied to the casino. You earn points, but you have to keep playing to redeem them. You get cashback, but you need to bet more to withdraw it. Step by step, they lock you in, and you sink deeper. Casinos also use social engineering. They don't just study your data, they exploit your social circle. Bring a friend to the casino? They'll shower your buddy with little gifts or discounts to make you feel like bringing friends is classy. The result? Your friend might get hooked too, and you both lose everything. Some casinos even analyze your social media to map your relationships and figure out if you're easily swayed by friends. If you are, they'll push gambling as a social activity to drag more people into the game. By now, you might think casinos are too scary to touch. That's exactly the point. They're designed to make you feel trapped. The more thrilling it feels, the more you think you can win it all back, the deeper you fall into their trap. The rush of gambling is real, but it's a carefully engineered lure to keep your money on the table. I'm not saying gambling can't be fun, but you need to understand that the fun is a facade. Their real goal is your loss. Let's talk about game design. Think baccarat, blackjack, or roulette affair. Don't be naive. Every game's rules are calculated to give the house a long-term edge. In blackjack, you might think card counting gives you a shot, but casinos have countermeasures, multiple decks, automatic shufflers, or outright banning suspected counters. Roulette's 0 and double 0 slots ensure your odds are never quite 50-50. Slot machines are even worse, with payout rates typically between 90% and 95%, meaning for every $100 you bet, you're likely to get back just $90 over time. The rest? Straight to the casino's pocket. And they'll never spell this out for you. Online casinos take it to another level. Playing on your phone or computer feels convenient and exciting, but every click, every bet, even how long you hesitate, is tracked in the cloud. Their servers build a profile of you, predicting your next move. Lose a few rounds and start betting bigger? They know you're getting desperate. They might let you in a small hand to keep you hooked, then pull you into a deeper hole. Their algorithms can even adjust game difficulty based on your spending power. Small player? They might let you in a bit to keep you in the game. Big spender? They'll be extra careful to make sure you lose big. Then there's the immersive experience. Ever notice how casinos feel like another world? The glittering decor, deafening music, and smooth-talking dealers are all designed to make you forget reality. They want you lost in the thrill, oblivious to time, stress, or the family waiting for you at home. I knew a guy named Lee, a regular office worker, honest and quiet. He went to a casino, got swept up in the vibe, and played for hours. By the end of the night, he'd lost half a year's salary. When he got home, he couldn't even look his wife in the eye. Casinos also exploit your psychological weaknesses. They know most people fall for the gambler's fallacy, thinking a losing streak means a win is due, or a win means more are coming. They'll dangle small rewards to make you think victory's close. Slot machines flash animations saying you almost hit the jackpot, but it's all programmed to keep you betting. Those progressive jackpots boasting millions? The odds of winning are slimmer than getting struck by lightning. You're not chasing a dream, you're just handing them cash. And those free perks? Free drinks, buffets, hotel stays, they seem generous, but they're calculated. Drinks lower your guard, buffets keep you around longer, and hotels make you think staying a few more days is no big deal. It's all designed to get you to spend more at the tables. A friend of mine took a free hotel voucher from a casino, thinking he'd scored a deal. 3 days later, he'd lost $10,000. He told me, I'd have been better off booking a 5-star hotel. At least I'd know where my money went. Their marketing is another beast. Ever get a text or email from a casino about a limited time offer or exclusive bonus? That's no accident. They use data to pinpoint when you're most likely to impulse spend, like right after payday or when you're feeling down. They'll send a thoughtful email inviting you to play. They even tailor offers based on your habits. Small players get free chips, big spenders get calls inviting them to high-roller events. These events sound fancy, but they're just a push into the fire. Here's something else. Casinos don't mind you winning small. In fact, they want you to, because it makes you think you've got a shot and keeps you coming back. The real danger is when you start winning big. They have risk management teams, whose sole job is to monitor winners. If your profits cross a certain line, they'll act, limiting your bets or locking your account. I heard about a guy who won over $200,000 playing online baccarat with his own strategy. His account got frozen, and his money was held up for review. 6 months later, still nothing. This isn't rare. Casinos always find ways to keep you from walking away with their cash. Then there's their brainwashing. They make gambling feel like a lifestyle, a mark of success. Their ads show sharply dressed people, glamorous settings, and big wins, like it's all effortless and classy. The reality? Most gamblers leave broke and humiliated. I met a young guy fresh out of college who saved up some cash and thought he'd take a shot at a casino. In a month, he'd lost it all and racked up debt. He told me he bought into the ads, thinking he could be that guy. Instead, the casino crushed his dreams. They also use tiered management. They categorize you based on your spending. Small players get small hooks, big players get bigger traps. If you're a small fry, they'll keep you with modest discounts. If you're a high roller, they'll roll out personal dealers, private rooms, even dedicated reps to make you feel special, so you'll bet more. I knew a successful businessman who loved high-stakes games. The casino gave him a luxury suite and a personal assistant. He lost over $1 million in a month, and the assistant still asked, "When are you coming back?" That's not service, it's robbery. At this point, you might think casinos are too cunning for the average person to handle. That's exactly right. Their system is built to exploit regular folks. They've studied your psychology, know your weaknesses, and use your greed, impulses, and wishful thinking to pull you in. Gambling isn't entertainment, it's an unfair fight. You think you're battling luck, but you're up against a machine backed by data scientists, psychologists, and coders, all with one goal: your loss. Let me talk about their global network. You might think brick-and-mortar casinos and online ones are different beasts, but they're often run by the same conglomerates. The global gambling industry is tightly controlled by a few major players who use the same tricks across countries and platforms. Whether you're in Vegas, Macau, or playing online from your couch, you're facing the same enemy, one with endless resources and your limited bankroll. Then there's their data empire. Modern casinos, especially online, are data-driven monsters. They collect everything. When you log in, what games you play, how much you bet, your wins and losses, even your device and IP address. They build a detailed user profile, down to your favorite colors, or when you're most likely to splurge. Notice a discount offer at 10 p.m.? That's no coincidence. They know that's when you're likely to bet big. It's all calculated. Their employee training is another dark art. Dealers, customer service reps, even greeters at the door are trained to make you feel at ease while coaxing you to spend more. Dealers chat you up like old friends to lower your guard. Customer service soothes you with kind words, even when you've lost everything, saying, "You'll win next time." It's all scripted to keep you playing. And their game design? Pure manipulation. Think slot machine patterns are random? Nope. The graphics, sounds, and animations are fine-tuned by psychologists and designers to get you hooked. Every spin teases a near win to keep you going, but the odds are stacked against you. Those progressive jackpots, flashing millions? Your chances are worse than winning the lottery. You're not chasing a prize, you're just feeding their profits. Their legal protections are another trap. Casinos often set up shop in places with lax laws, like certain island nations, so suing them is nearly impossible. Online casino terms are written in dense legalese, packed with traps like, "We can freeze your account anytime," or "Bonuses require massive wagering to cash out." Feel it's unfair? Too bad, you agreed to the terms. After all this, you might think gambling's too risky to touch. That's exactly my point. Casinos aren't your friend. They're a cold-blooded business targeting your wallet. I've seen too many people start out looking for a thrill and end up losing everything. The rush is fleeting, but the consequences can be devastating. You might think you're smart enough to stay in control, but casinos have been studying human nature for centuries. They know you better than you know yourself. So brothers and sisters, take my advice. If you want to keep your money, don't walk through that door. Don't think you can outsmart a system that's been rigging the game for hundreds of years. If you must try your luck, play with pocket change and nothing more. Never bet your life savings. Casinos are always waiting to hook you. Don't be the next gambler who loses it all. Let me tell you one last story about a guy named Joe. He was a regular office worker who liked mobile games. One day, he clicked an online casino ad, thought it looked fun, and signed up. He started with a few $100, won a little, and felt lucky. The casino sent him a new player bonus with free chips, and he thought he'd hit the jackpot. He started betting bigger, hundreds, then thousands, then tens of thousands. In 3 months, he'd blown his savings and taken out loans to chase his losses. The loan interest crushed him, and the casino forgot him like he never existed. Joe told me the worst part wasn't the money. It was feeling played and powerless. Casinos also use emotional manipulation. They make gambling feel like belonging. They host player meetups or online community events to make you feel part of a family. It's all a ploy to build dependency. You think you're playing with friends, but you're just feeding their machine. Some even push inspirational stories about players going from nothing to millions, hinting you could be next. Truth? Most of those stories are fake, and even the real winners usually lose it all back. Then there's the time trap. Online casinos are open 24/7, always a click away. Physical casinos have no clocks or windows, blurring day and night. They want you lost in their world, forgetting real-life responsibilities. You think you're playing for a bit, but suddenly it's dawn, and your wallet's empty. A friend of mine played all night in a casino, only realizing it was morning when he stepped outside, with just a few bucks left, not even enough for a cab. Their tech advantage is another killer. Modern casinos, especially online, use cutting-edge systems that process massive data in real time. Playing poker? Their software tweaks card probabilities based on your bets to keep you from winning too much. You're not outsmarting a computer, it's already dissected you. Some even use lag tactics, like slowing the system when you bet, to mess with your judgment. You might not notice, but it's enough to bleed you dry. Then there's their cultural packaging. They dress gambling up as classy entertainment, with lavish ads and elegant music, making it seem like a rich person's pastime. The reality? Their main customers are regular folks, often those struggling, hoping to strike it rich. Real high rollers might play occasionally, but they don't live for gambling. Casinos target people like you and me, because we're easier to fool. The social impact is huge too. Gambling doesn't just affect you, it hits your family, friends, and community. I've seen families torn apart, marriages end, and kids grow distant. One case stuck with me. A middle-aged man with a happy family got hooked on gambling, lost his house and car in a few years, and his wife took the kids and left. He told me his biggest regret wasn't the money, it was losing his family's trust. Gambling's cost goes way beyond cash. And their global playbook? You might think casinos vary by country, but they all use the same tricks. Vegas, Macau, online, they're built to make you lose. The only difference is the packaging, glitzy venues or slick apps, but the goal is your wallet. Some even share data across borders. Lose in Macau. An online casino might already know your habits and tailor their traps for you. Their psychological warfare includes the chasing losses mindset. They know you'll want to win back what you lost, it's human nature. They'll let you win a bit to give you hope, then drag you deeper. Dealers are even trained to console you when you lose, saying, "Try again, you'll get it." Every try is just more money in their pocket. Their false transparency is another trap. They make you think everything's open, showing game rules, odds, or live winner lists. But the rules hide traps, the odds are rigged, and those winner lists are often fake, designed to make you think winning's easy. A friend saw an online casino's winner list, thought he had a shot, and bet $5,000. He didn't win a dime.